Hey, we're back. I know you missed us. We missed you. We haven't been around in a while. We've had technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Or just difficult technicalities. But it's Birdland Music Hour, and we want to try to catch up. We've got a lot of music to talk about. I hope you saw the Grammys. I thought it was one of the best ones they've done in years.
What little I saw of it.
Yeah, I mean, it was slick. It was
Mick.
fast-paced. Mick Jagger was awesome. I thought he was terrific.
Yep.
Doing a tribute to Salman Burke. Actually, I think the Stones may have recorded that song. I think that was on an old Stones record. I thought
that was the first time I saw Salman Burke standing.
That's right, the king.
Usually he's in his throne.
Very good show. Hope you saw it. If you didn't, we're here to remind you about it. We got new music this week.
Finally.
We had new music last week and the week before, but we're just getting to it. So let's start with the Do Further. Gregg Allman, Low Country Blues. My nominee for one of the records of the year already. Produced by T-Bone Burnett. Gregg, possessing one of the greatest soul blues voices out there, recorded this record of mostly old blues and R&B standards, Muddy Waters, Sleepy John Estes, Bobby Blue Bland tunes, with a band backed by not Dr. John, but Mac Rebennack, under his real name, on keys, and Doyle Bramwell II on guitar. Great soul blues record with that kind of T-Bone, kind of rootsy,
yep, T-Bone
sound. Check it out. This is a great album. Birdland exclusives. We've been getting a lot of music in lately. Artists self-released that we are exclusive in the area. If you've never seen them at North Shore Point House concerts, Greg Trooper, Upside Downtown. Self-released record from Greg. Introspective singer-songwriter, a thinking man songwriter. Very good record. Self-released, produced by Greg and Stuart Lerman. Great tunes, great record. Check this guy out. Very good. And least but not last, Lisa Miller, Out of the Blues. If my memory serves me, she was born and raised here, now living in Stanton, Virginia. Put out a fine record this year, self-released. Kind of a
Bonnie Raitt.
Bonnie Raitt meets Ruthie Foster. She's got this Ruthie Foster kind of sound.
And they get along.
They get along. Very good singer-songwriter, Lisa Miller. Check her out. And that's what I got this week. I got more to talk about next week. And Craig?
I got some strange stuff this week.
What else is new?
Well, it was probably 40-some years ago when I was working radio. Remember Paul is Dead? Well, they put out, you ready for this?
Paul McCartney's dead.
That Paul. Well, is there another Paul?
No.
You know, St. Paul. But anyways, they put out, back then we did a whole show on why Paul was dead. Mm-hmm. Well, now you can get it on video. And supposedly George Harrison is the one who's telling everybody that Paul really did die. It's an 85-minute DVD called it's called Paul McCartney Really Is Dead, The Last Testament of George Harrison. It's far-fetched, it's way out there, but you know what? It shows you all the stuff that supposedly the Beatles had done to tell people that Paul was really dead.
So for you conspiracy nuts.
Glenn Beck, come on, buy this. It's actually funny. It's good. The interviews are cute, and some of the things that
is there any real evidence?
Supposedly. Well, if you believe everything that's on the album covers,
you believe in Santa Claus.
They showed a lot of things that I didn't know about, and there's a Santa Claus in it. Yeah. I also got All Together Now, which is the Beatles and Circus du Soleil. It's 4 or 5 different videos. The first being 90 minutes of the show, which is Circus du Soleil with the Beatle music. And then the next 4 things are bonus, where they show you how to put the music together. George Martin, how he got the Beatles stuff all reworked so it would sound good. That's really good. Okay. And especially since it's Valentine's Day, love is in the air. It was on TV too. Then I bought 2 Gabor Szabos.
Who?
Gabor Szabo.
How do you spell that?
S-Z-A-B.
Very slowly.
Hungarian guitar player. I picked up on him when I was in college in the late 60s.
Picked him up.
The 2 CDs I got were Jazz Raga and Spellbinder, which I think was his second and third albums. 90% instrumental. Plays acoustic, sometimes electric guitar. Has some really good jazz people behind him. I won't get into who because we don't have a lot of time. But one album, 9 out of the 10 songs is also with a sitar. So it's really good, especially if you like kind of laid back jazz stuff. They called it atonal. Woo, like that? Okay, you didn't know what atonal was. Can you hear me? Atonal. All right. And then the last thing is Starting Over by Ken Sharp, who's even a better musician. Remember?
That's right. I remember the
I've
CD.
got all 3 of his CDs. Ken's really good. So Ken, buy your CD. We'll help buy your CD.
True fan wrote
True
this.
fan. True fan wrote this. It's about the of John coming out of retirement and putting together the Double Fantasy album.
The making of the album.
Really good. It's even got an updated. The last 2 chapters are the reflection of Starting Over now as compared to then. That's enough. I don't have a lot of time. Let's go back to Mary.
Okay. So there's a lot of music out. We got more music coming. A lot of stuff to talk about in the next few weeks. A lot of cool stuff. And as always, we remind you about the vinyl. We've got tons of used vinyl in. We've got new vinyl coming in every day. Support public radio. Listen to Paul Shagru and Jack and Jay Sennett. Out of the Box. Jack Frieden, Vocal Sound of Jazz. Support live music. Got a lot of venues. The Jewish Mother is getting closer and closer to opening at Hilltop, hopefully in April. I've heard they've got an interesting lineup for the first month. And the Norva this month has, who did we see here?
Q Card.
Flogging Molly, G Love, Colt Ford, and Social D, Social Distortion. Mike Ness is back. Got a killer new record, and Social Distortion is playing the Norva in the next few weeks. At the Sandler Center, if you don't have a ticket, you're out of luck. Tonight is the Temptations of the Four Tops for Valentine's Day. And coming up at the Ferguson in the next couple weeks, so actually Friday night is Hot Tuna, Yorma Kekkonen and Jack Cassidy with Jim Lauderdale and Charlie Musselwhite. If you don't have a ticket, go check it out.
It's well worth it.
Yep. That's about it. Anything else?
Security's here.
Gary's here. Thank you for listening and watching, and we'll be back next week. Talk to you then. Thanks.